Real hate, man, that's like an art form, man. You know, it's like you like a born a hater, you know, like.
Okay, guys, so I'm speaking again to this, these deacons of discord, right? These dastardly disciples of destruction.
You miserable dickheads.
Filter all this hate out to you guys in the world. And I just wanted to talk to each one of you guys so we can kind of get past this moment. And there's some core stuff we need to identify that you guys are doing, and what I really think you're missing the point is. Like, obviously first we got, Mr. Snowflake, right? And there's a lot that I have to say to you just because I'm so disappointed in your behavior. Like, you're not doing it right, man. Like, you're the hero who became a villain. Like, I'm being honest, man. Like, you brawny dude, like, you big, you thick, you absorbent in a mug, right? Like, this has to stop, man. Like, we need to be able to rely on our products and know what you're going to be. And so, but I believe there's hope for you. And that's the ray of light that we have out there. So we're going to talk about some things, but I think you're redeemable. But you got to see what you're doing, right? And then of course, there's Jordy.
What can I say that hasn't already been said about Afghanistan?
Like, silently, I fear for Jordy the most, right? If I had a lot to say about him, right? This guy is particularly different than everybody else.
Bruh smell like he been eating a dooky-taco.
In a lot of ways, right? And then, of course, we have, Karina Kaboom.
She wears underwear with holes in them.
And, again, the rusty chain, right? The rusty chain in the room, right? The scariest sound you're ever going to hear. But I think even with a rusty chain, you can't lubricate a rusty chain, right? So all this is coming from a place of love, but fundamentally, you guys need to understand what you're doing wrong. There's some basic components of just being a good person. Just being a good person. And there's things that you would want people to respect about you and your loved ones, right? Regardless of whether someone exposes themselves, right? Like, this is kind of what we're talking about. What you guys are doing are taking, someone's exposure, right? And saying it's okay to now profit off of them exposing themselves. But I would argue back that exposure itself, the act of them exposing themselves, is probably exposing some kind of wound. Sometimes we don't like people, and that's understandable. But just because we don't like someone doesn't mean we look away from, like, what's going on with them, right? And why, like, maybe there's some bad stuff going on in the background that we should be conscious of, right? In our foreground, in our right now, right? So when I say someone exposes themselves or exposes their vulnerabilities, that's also, like, people do that in physical ways too. So if we see, like, young boys or young girls who are overly promiscuous, that are walking the streets, like, putting themselves in vulnerable situations because of how they dress or the people that they're around, we don't take that as a reason to say, yeah, I'm gonna get you now. That's not it, right? And you guys are all better than you, better than this, or at least a couple of you guys are, right? There's a question mark there, and I'm not gonna say who it is.
Bruh smell like he been eating a dooky-taco.
Okay, but here's some fundamental guidelines for just being a decent person, right? Don't talk about people's finances. In general life, that's a big no-no. My friends, I don't talk about my friends' finances. I don't talk about my family's finances. I don't talk about anyone's finances. That's a sore spot that, as people, we just gotta respect them ourselves, right? You can't run over that stuff, right? Okay. Don't talk about somebody's medical records, like, especially not for gain. Like, let's be honest. Like, if someone's even talking about, especially like if it's a mental condition, like if you're talking about someone's mental condition, like, right? Technical foul. That's a technical foul right there. That's a technical foul right there. That kind of shit is a technical foul. Now, all you guys do is stuff, right? Don't talk about somebody's relationship, right? Like, stay out of people's bedrooms. Stay out of people's bedrooms. Like, these are all things that, for all of us, the world is better off if we don't do this kind of stuff. If you just don't talk about people's monies, don't talk about their medical stuff, don't talk about what's going on in their bedroom or who they love, you would want that stuff for yourself. All of you guys would want that privacy for yourself. And don't come back with that argument that she's exposing herself. Again, because I'll ask you to pose that if you saw a young person who was overly promiscuous, who is literally exposing herself. If that person is exposing herself, as a society, are we supposed to say, let me take advantage of that exposure?
My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable.
One person, a young woman or a young man, and they're exposed physically. They've left themselves open to be, used, right? We don't then say, oh yeah, you got him. that's my reason. It's about what you do. It's never about what somebody else does.
God damn almighty, I bet you're right.
It's always about you. So I'm just telling you guys, like, you guys are some dastardly dudes right now. Like, we're gonna definitely work on some stuff, but reaching out to you again, like, you guys know what I say all the time.
I still love your bitch ass.
I love your bitch ass, right? All three of you guys, or at least two of you guys, I do.
Bruh smell like he been eating a dookie taco.
And we're gonna work it out. So I'm gonna hit you guys up. You're gonna hit me up, and let's go. Let's start working this out.